Hello, everybody. I am Reginald Bullock, and we're here with Trey, and this is Just Living Life. I hope you've been watching us and looking at some of the other episodes and learning. We have fun doing it, so we're glad that you're here joining us, and we're about to do it again. What's up, Trey?
What's up, Reggie? How's everything with you, man?
All's good in the hood, man.
Hey, I understand that. Always, actually, I was about to lie. It's not always good, but at least in the day, though, I try to at least sleep peacefully, knowing that the day's going at least somewhat productive. There's always a nice little journey, always some progression forward. So, I mean, let me ask you this, though, because I was talking with some boys about this in the group chat.
All right.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? We know what not to do.
Not always.
I mean, and
I did some bad things growing up.
did you know they were bad, though?
No, I thought it was fun. Taking a 40 ounce
Allegedly.
after you finish drinking it
Allegedly.
and throwing it up against a brick wall just to hear the sound was like, like I can make that sound better. The next guy, and so we didn't think it was bad.
Okay.
It was normal.
Okay.
It was a lot of stuff back there that was normal because it was normalized. It was what everybody did. So
How old were you at the time?
anywhere between 12 and 18.
See, you're in that kid range for me still. That's that grace period I allow people to like say, okay, well, you think like kids we're dumb at that time, right? Like we do stupid stuff.
We
So
explore.
exactly, perfect word. So like in that moment, I think you're still growing and you're still evolving.
I agree.
But like once you hit a certain age, we know right from wrong. Like
But what you're trying to say is that because that's your model, I mean, you played basketball, which is just a game, and you said you don't even like exercise, and now you want to run up and down.
That's different. That's different. That's completely different.
First don't want to exercise. Now you just want to run. What's with that? Run up this way, this way, this way. That's like that little rat on the rat wheel, right? So all you're doing is running back and forth, back and forth. I mean,
sliding. There's a whole bunch of stuff, Reggie, and there's a goal too. Like I don't like just running. It's like running on the treadmill is stupid to me. Like running with a purpose. All right, now I got something. Like, and not a finish line. Like actual purpose, meaning I get to score, I get to embarrass you, I get to have fun, I get to socialize. I get to witness a whole bunch of good stuff on the court, maybe from
talk trash to somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love that. So again, there's a lot to go with that.
And you think that at age 50 you're gonna be the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like now, in mobility wise, no.
So
but
now,
yeah.
President Barack Obama played basketball growing up. Loves basketball.
Sure, he talk trash the same way.
Became the president of the United States. Every now and then he had to take a moment out and play. Matter of fact, when I was with him in the summer of 2009, I think it was, or 8. What?
Pause. You said you was with him?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Slight flex. Go ahead.
Slight flex. Go ahead. I mean, I was the middleman between the Air Force and the Senate. He was with the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, but he was also running for president. I get a phone call on Friday at 5 o'clock. I'm in my office on Capitol Hill,
right,
saying, Senator Obama wants to go to Colorado and go to NORAD and go to Peterson Air Force Base and go to the Air Force Academy. Right. And I'm like, and he running for president, right? And so I had to get all these clearances. Anyway, I get on the airplane Saturday, the next day, get over to Colorado, set it all up. So he shows up on Monday, and I was with him from the time he got there. I mean, I got hundreds of pictures with him. But the point is, we were at the Air Force Academy, and the basketball team gave him a jersey because they know he liked to play. And he looked at me and he was like, Reggie, do we have time to go play a game of horse? I'm like, no. It's like, you sure? I'm like, no. No, I scheduled this whole thing out. And to go play horse, Secret Service would have been looking at me like, Reggie, we haven't even cleared the basketball court. All this. Anyway, he said to the basketball team, next time I come back, I'll play horse. So now, of course, he becomes the president of the United States. He probably played horse at the Air Force.
That's what I'm saying. I'm playing horse.
So, but he's changed. The basketball player that he was younger and in college, smoking cigarettes, doing the things he was doing. As the president of the United States, whole different responsibility. When if you get married and have children,
Right.
You're gonna change.
That's adapting to me, brother. Like,
how many times have you been married and had children?
Well, no, I had not.
So how you gonna say that?
Well,
it's adapting to you. But the point is, you will change.
Well,
ask every father out there who has children and who's married. Have they adapted to their responsibilities as a husband and a father, or have they changed? You got a friend who are now married with children. Have they adapted or have they changed? And then, I mean, you don't want to start it. They've adapted. They've adapted to what?
They've adapted to life, because I don't think like they don't want to do these things. They have to. Like
Who doesn't want to be a good father?
Oh no. So like, do you want to? I guess, what's a good example? What's something that I've heard recently? Do you want to? Actually, it's gonna sound terrible, but like some of the complaints I do.
You don't have children, so
yeah, I know. I'm trying to use the examples I've heard. I guess. Would you rather go to your kids' play, or would you rather go to, like, I don't know, like, for me it'd be like championship basketball game, something like that. Like, for personally, I might want to go see the championship game, but adapting to, though, you got to go see the kids play. I mean, you have to show them support.
Yeah, but if you have been working with your child for 6 months, all the time at home, getting them ready, practicing with them, and rehearsing with them, and all that, now the play is there. Mm-hmm. This is the holy grail. This is the culmination of all of the hard work the whole family has been putting in the living room, in the kitchen, in the bedroom, backyard, in the car, and now the play is here. You want to tell the whole world to show up. You want your aunts and uncles and grandma and everybody else there. The hell with that championship game. This is the child. You want to be at this play.
Yeah, I hear that, but
and you will change. When you have children, you're like, yo, Reg, man, you can't hang out, man. I gotta go see my son. He got saxophone solo.
But are you saying no, you don't want to, or you can't? Like, you have to do this. That's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I want to be there for my children.
You want to be there as opposed to you. Yeah. So for the record, because like nowadays I can go to sleep. Like, my phone accidentally died on me last night. So luckily,
phones don't accidentally die.
No, it did, because I charged my phone, but my charger stopped working. So it was like,
phones don't accidentally die.
The chargers, it won't on me. That's all I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. It won't on me, bro.
I'm going to say on national camera, my phone accidentally died. My phone. Let me see it accidentally die now. It can't do it. It's either charged or it's not. You either had the discipline to look at the level. Or
it was at 8% when I went to sleep. And but I'm charging it before I go to sleep, though. Mm-hmm. So it didn't charge, like the charger literally, like it stopped working. And so I'm like, when I wake up, I normally have my alarm on, and I'm like, oh, I don't have this on. So I wake up at like 8:45. Normally I wake up around like 7:30. And luckily I was like, all right, well.
You relied on your device to wake you.
There's a little assistance, yeah.
Okay.
But like,
and when it fails, you fail.
No, because I got up today for work. But I can go to sleep at 2, wake up at 8, so I can get like 5-6 hours and be.
What's your point though about?
That's what I was transitioning to. Can do that, so I would be able to hang out with you, Reggie. But
you can set your alarm.
No, because I know I can function on and have a good time, but because I want to be able to be a little bit more functional at my child's thing now, I have to do this. But I want to hang out with you. Well, and that's what I'm saying. I'm adapting.
You always have competing things against your time.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm adapting and not changing. Like, me changing, and at least in my mind, is I don't want to hang out with you no more.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying, like, it's like you doing a 180. And I'm like,
what about when people have friends, right? And they grow up, and they grow apart or whatever, and they see each other and they're talking 2 different languages now, and somebody said, "You've changed." Trey, you've changed. You ever had that? Anybody say, "Trey, you've changed"? Anybody ever said that to you?
No, 'cause I try to stay the same. I really, truly like the goofy person that you see is the goofy person I've tried to be. I really hold on. I try my best to hold on to that.
But there are people
But yeah, I mean,
who change.
yeah, I mean,
right?
yeah, I see that too.
I mean, there are some people who used to be an asshole and they are no longer. And then there are some people who weren't and now they are assholes.
But why is that too, though? Like I know, for example, I feel like sometimes
All I'm saying that's a change. Now, why they're that way, that's a whole different discussion.
But I guess that's my thing. I guess the why is the reason what separates the adaptation versus the change for me.
That's a whole therapy discussion or 10 sessions to figure that out about anybody. You know,
That's fair.
why is anybody an asshole? That's therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know a few.
Yeah.
They got issues. They need help. You don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
But they choose to be that way.
That is true.
And hopefully one day they will change.
You know what's crazy? So like the way you just ended that sentence is the exact way my aunt will like try to end the conversation when we're trying to transition. She was like, well, and hopefully, one day you will change. And I'm like,
Auntie, we on the same page.
I'll make sure to show it.
I'm trying to do the same thing you're trying to do with him.
We talked about hobbies. I think that kind of also brought us into how are we living too, because he told us about what we like to do. Then let's see here. We talked about power, but before we talked about that, well, I mean, what else?
Change.
I don't know about that. You sure we changed? We talked about change.
Yeah, you talked about change. He talked about change.
Maybe I'm forgetting. My bad. I'm getting old nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. No, we talked about change. But yeah, so no, we talked about change and then we ended off with power. I think that was a good little segment though.
Yeah.
And again, if y'all haven't been watching, all these episodes do kind of build on top of one another because we talked about building and expanding foundation. We didn't talk about intelligence and hustle. Oh, we talked about hustle, not intelligence.
But we talked about intelligence and hustle in a different episode.
Oh yeah, I just meant on this episode. We didn't like everything builds and expands upon one another. We're not talking about all the episodes,
right?
We will reference other ones. So I hope y'all are enjoying that. Even Reggie said something about cutting grass, and you saw my reaction is still
yard work. You're gonna do one day. You're gonna change.
I'm gonna adapt. Though. There's one change. I promise. There's one thing I will keep from youth to adulthood is I don't like yard work.
All right, I
don't. But I mean,
there's always tomorrow.
Not do yard work. But I think that's the perfect time though to end the segment. We can skip flowers today because you were talking about yard work too much. That's too close to yard work. I don't like flowers enough that much. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a good one. But please, before you do that, hit that like button, subscribe. Tell anybody who's anyone about the show. If you want to leave a comment or two, we appreciate that. My name is Reggie. My name is Trey. This is Reggie. And you listen to Just Living Life. So I hope you all have a good one. Take care.
All right.